Hello everyone, this is installation tutorial. CA Eagles Rising Rise of an Empire for Bannerlord 1.3.14. This is the War of Sails patch. This mod does require quite a few sub mods to get this mod working, so this will be on the screen somewhere. So you're gonna need like your Butterlib, Harmony, UI Extender, and mod configuration menu. You're also going to need CA Eagle Rising, obviously, better pikes, realistic battle mod for War Sails sub mod, and troops prefer spears. Obviously, when you download Eagles Rising, you go to Files. When you go download, it's going to give you a set of additional mods required. Obviously, you download those mods that are required, and those mods will have sub mods, so you download them as well, and so forth. For the realistic battle mod, you go to Files, you download the main mod here, and then you also use it for War of Sails. It will post the game, but it will tell you potential issues if you don't use this submod as well. So while you're downloading that, you want to go to Steam. With your Steam, you want to right click on your Bannerlord, Properties, because I'm running the newest version or live version. It's going to be default public version, but select the version you want. So it can be 1.3.15 or whatever works best for you in your mods that you have downloaded. Next, once that's done downloading, you want to go install files and verify integrity of game files. This will ensure the game itself, base game, will be unaffected by any corrupted files that lead to crashes. Now we have all our mods downloaded. So what we're going to do, we're going to end up with these folders here. What you want to do for all of them, repeat this step for all mods you've downloaded, including the ones for Harmony Butterlib if you're manually installing. If you're installing it through Steam Workshop, it will automatically be done for you. So once again, go to Properties, Unblock File, click Apply, and OK. This will unblock the DILs. So if the DILs weren't unblocked, you'll have an error booting the game saying, please unblock DIL. Now once that's done, for all the files down below here, same thing, right click, show more options. I'm using 7-zip, so I'm going to use 7-zip, and I'm going to extract the better pikes. Once I do that, I'm going to end up with a file like this. I'm going to open it up, and that's going to be my mod that I'm going to install into the Bannerlord modules folder. So what I'm going to do to access that folder, once again, go to Bannerlord here, Properties. You're going to go to Installed Files, click Browse. So you want to click on Modules. As you can see, I've already had this installed. So what you want to do is just drag better pikes into here and replace the files. Or install the files depending if you had it installed already. So now the game has been installed, or the mods, let's say. So next is the load order and setting it all up correctly. So once again, press play. Mods. So you want to have your Harmony, Butterlib, UI, and mod configuration menu. Obviously, if you're watching this in the future, backdate the mods to the version. You can disable birth and aging options. You can also disable fast mode. I have them enabled because I know they work. After your main options, you want to have RBM Realistic Battle mod, then War of Sails, then your RBM War of Sails sub mod, then your additional mods, as in Sea Eagles Rising, Troop Prefer Spears, and Better Pikes. On the official Discord, there is no mention of Troops Prefer Spears or Better Pikes. It should work without them regardless, but for my testing, this works perfectly fine for me. Next, I'm going to click play, ignore the caution, as it's saying we're loading code that is not made by Tailworlds. If this is your first time running this mod, it will take a few minutes for the game to load the shaders. So what you can do is open up Task Manager, and if it adds a few percent in the CPU column, that means the mod is actively loading, even though if the screen's frozen. If it's sitting below 1%, the game has crashed. Once again, we are now at this screen. So now for RBM configuration, make sure we do that first before you launch your game. There's a very specific way you need to do this. So you go to RBM configuration. You're going to make sure this has enabled, inactive. The semi-realistic is optional. Next, we have enabled, disabled, enabled by default, disabled by default, and then for AI, enabled by default. Everything else that wasn't listed is optional. Other than that, click done, and then go either new campaign or sandbox, but we're going to demonstrate that we're able to get into the game. And once again, you will have to load shaders, so please give your PC a minute or two on your first launch of this mod. So as you can see, the mod has loaded. We're just going to skip through the cutscene and just go click Coloradians. So the version of this mod is in Coloradia on the Warsales map. As per their Discord, is saying Rome is in its Imperial period year. So as you can see, we're into the game. Once again, it'll take a bit to load all the shaders, recruit troops, and the mod has loaded fully. But other than that, stay tuned and enjoy, and if any issues, join their Discord or my Discord, links in the description below.